Alright, so by the end of this, I should have a good hour of audio. Although I still have to go through the pain of compiling this to video and then uploading it and dealing with whatever mess YouTube wants to direct my way. I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood to make a roleplay today. I'm kind of just in a rambly mood. I made the mistake of eating human food about 3.5 hours ago now, and that almost never goes well for my poor stomach. And so now the bellyache has passed, which is good, but I feel kind of moderately dehydrated, which, yeah, my blood pressure has probably dropped to an unsafe level. Heart rate's probably dropped to basically everything's at an unsafe level. I'm gonna be fine though, don't worry. Just feels weird and mildly uncomfortable. I am also getting sleepy. I am a nocturnal predator. I am not used to being awake in the day. More used to going out at night and bringing the telescope out, staring at stars and Saturn, nebulae, and whatever I can get my paws on. Got an oxygen 3 filter for looking at nebula with. Brightens them up a little bit. Since I live far enough away from the majority of humanity, I don't have to deal with bright city lights, and so the Milky Way is actually very, very visible here, to the point where you can even see color in it, and actually quite a bit of color. When I get sleepy, I tend to get an instinctive, kind of motherly mood. It kind of feels natural for me to have a bunch of snow leopard kittens curled up underneath my wings, where they can be nice and warm. Unfortunately, I'm not too comfortable with the process used to actually get me those kittens. I don't like dating males or like having romantic interactions with males, but I definitely do like hanging out with them. That seems like it should be conflicting, but it's oddly not. I suppose I could just I don't know, I could find stray kittens and care for them. That is actually a pretty solid strategy. And there's a pretty similar, I don't know how popular it is, but a while ago there was I think it was just a paper that was made more publicly readable about gay penguins taking in the unwanted chicks from other penguins. And that seems like a very applicable strategy to use in my case. I'm not sure if it's things in my history or if it's just a natural, innate base state, but I really, really quite dislike sex and almost everything tangential to it. It probably is based on trauma, but at the same time, I also can't find any point at which that state may have changed. In other words, there is no record of that bit of data ever being flipped. So that's likely going to be an eternal mystery. Some other things tangential to it, though, are surprisingly perfectly fine. Which is very weird to have to figure out, because that takes redefining things and then grouping those definitions, and it turns into data management hell, and then you realize you haven't even explained what you're trying to say to the other person yet. I'm also not 100% sure of what YouTube's rules are. For example, effectively it comes down to this. If talking about, well, things that YouTube doesn't like including, like, unpopular themes, I guess. Also including, like, discussion of why I don't like sex. Sexuality, really. If that just does the demonetization thing, then I'm fine with it. But if it does anything with restriction, then that is actually something I'll stay away from, because I want to make this as accessible to everyone as I can. On the bright side, YouTube doesn't have to worry about me being sexual, because I hate that shit. I really like cuddling though, and I like both petting and being petted. Oh, it's hard to communicate. There haven't been many words actually made to be associated with or linked to these kinds of ideas, so communicating them takes a very, very long time. Which means I probably start sounding boring very quickly while rambling. I don't know what else to say. My mind is at the end of its sleep cycle, and I'm kind of wanting to pass out. It's actually a very likely chance that I'm not going to be able to really compile this into video before I do pass out. I guess I'll upload this tomorrow, or something to that extent. Very sleepy cat. Oh, don't be afraid to point out, I guess, content types that you don't like. For example, if this rambling thing wasn't effective at putting you to sleep or making you feel relaxed, then do tell me. Don't, be nervous about it or worry that you have to, filter it or worry about offending me. Just tell me if you didn't like it, and if you do decide to do that, tell me what you'd like instead. Unfortunately, YouTube comments is the only good way to communicate that. Well, the only efficient way. I don't know if I have any other means of communications listed, but almost out of recording time, so stay safe. If I did put you to sleep, sleep well.